and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, we'd like to talk about ATEEZ Bouncy Hot Chili Peppers, focusing on a little breakdown of the trailers and the music video to see what they can tell us about the connections to the story. As always, I'll be referencing some information found in the album diary, so please beware because this video might contain spoilers. Also, since I'm recording in the middle of the day, chances are that you will hear bird sounds in the background because it's summer and I live in a place full of birds. Sorry about that, and I don't know, let's pretend that they're just part of the bluebird operation or something, I don't know. Enjoy! Now, Bouncy is a song also co-written by Hyunjung and Mingi, and it's a cheeky track that expresses ATEEZ's hunger and youthful energy as they set the world on fire with the spice. As the members explained, the concept of the song was actually inspired by the Cheongyan chili peppers, which are a specific type of Korean peppers especially known for their spiciness. ATEEZ incorporated references to it in the lyrics, in the choreography, and even in the video itself, where the chili peppers actually becomes a plot device as they initiate a revolution in World Z. Like they say in the lyrics, however, the spiciness of the chili pepper is also referring to a different kind of spice, but since I got YouTube guidelines breathing on my neck, this time I leave you the task of figuring out what you should slow down and make bouncy. What I can help you with though is to find some connections between the video and the rest of the story, so let's bounce and see what's going on. Now, after the spin-off we had with Alazia, the Diary of the World episode 2 Outlaw continues right where we left off back in episode 1 Movement. After a student from the Prestige Academy infiltrated the hideout of the Resistance, ATEEZ Left Eye and the Black Pirates must help the boy save his older brother. Back in Guerrilla, the child was able to regain his emotions after ATEEZ's intervention. While performing to attract as many people as possible, they gave the boy a breaker, which is essentially a device that destroys a mind-controlling chip that people in this reality are forced to wear. Finally awoken, the boy used the breaker on his brother, but after being emotionless all his life, the brother was unable to deal with the flood of feelings the breaker freed, and this put him in danger. If people discover he has emotions, he will be sent to Guardian's Island to be punished. So in this new episode, ATEEZ work together to infiltrate the Prestige Academy, save the brother, and take down the entire education system from the inside. Now this time around, the videos released for this comeback actually take the premise of the diary and adapt it to the spicy concept, so while the end result is pretty much the same, the events that we see in the videos are different compared to the diary. In the diary, for instance, the members infiltrate the school by pretending to be guards, and as they try to save the brother, they have a confrontation with Thunder, which is a group of student guards who patrol the school in search of the Awoken. In hindsight, I actually think that Thunder might be those 4 people that we saw back in Alazia, but in Bouncy they don't appear. In the video version of the events, ATEEZ prepared for this mission for over 6 months, and since they became wanted by the government, they decide to split into pairs and wait it out into 4 different hideouts. We have Hyunjung and Mingi, Woojang and San, Yuno and Junggo, and Sungwon and Yeosang, all of which are doing their own thing and preparing in their own way. Hyunjung and Mingi, for instance, are in charge of keeping an eye out for their bounty. As the coded captain and second in command, they look over the operations, and they certainly aren't afraid of confronting their enemies if they try to make money out of them. In the meantime, Woojang and San keep themselves busy with underground boxing. Woojang is the trainer, San is the champion, and together they win in legal fights to get money in order to forward it to the operation. Junggo and Yuno, on the other hand, work at the outlaw customs. Now, even if at first glance they are seemingly working as mechanics, they are actually getting ready to pose as patrol officers in order to infiltrate the Prestige Academy. This is very similar to what they also do in the diary, so in the videos we see them tampering with the police car, having fake badges, and taking all the necessary precautions in order to blend in. Last but not least, we have Sungwon and Yeosang, and they are the smugglers of the Bluebird operation. They illegally obtain a batch of Cheongyan chili peppers and they use them to smuggle messages and bullets to the other members of the Resistance. When after 6 months it's finally time to bounce, Yeosang poses as a driver and delivers a spicy takeaway to all the branches of the operation. When the members bite into the chili pepper, they find a message telling them to get going, so off they go take over the Prestige Academy. In the teaser, we see them infiltrating the school dressed as students. Even if they have the same mind-controlling chip used on the kids, their chip is fake, so as soon as they enter, they switch it off and get ready to move. Now, in the video we see their plan finally taking shape, and at this point we discover that the chili peppers smuggled by Sungwoo and Yeosang were even more important than what it seemed at first. Sure, in the trailer they used them as a form of communication. In the video we even see them hiding a bullet for the captain to use, but the chili peppers are more than a medium to smuggle weapons. They are the weapons, and at the end of the video we get to see their destructive power. If you look closely, when they infiltrate the school, Sungwoo, Yeosang and the Bluebirds place a strange device in the middle of the hall. This is a sealed box containing chili peppers that are dangerously spicy, and when Honjung shoots the bullet he was given, he makes sure to hit the box and break the glass. This spreads the spice in the atmosphere and covers the bullet with explosive power, so when it finally reaches its target and whistles the android guardian with a headshot, the entire place blows up on impact. Finally victorious, ATEEZ walk away from the explosion without looking back, but winning this battle doesn't necessarily mean they actually won the war. In the post-credits scene, Mingi sees more wanted posters of the members and understands that the Z government is not about to give up just yet, so after marking the posters, he walks away as this episode comes to an end. Now to see how this story will continue, we'll have to wait and see, but in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching guys, I'll see you next time, bye bye!